Hey, John.
Hey, hey. Okay. Welcome back to the USA.
Yes, I'm back. Um, hold on.
Are
Oh
you
no.
watching kids out your
Yeah,
Hey, you're in a new location. Where you at?
yeah. I'm back in the Redwood City. So
In a ADU. No, or in your outdoor office.
I am in a tiny wooden box at the moment. Yes, and I put up a acoustic blanket to try to reduce the echo and trying to step up my game in general in terms of the recording rig. So hopefully this is a little bit better quality. I'm using the iPhone camera and a little
Oh,
lapel mic.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you were using the iPhone camera.
hmm Yeah, I got
That's
myself
cool.
a little stand and it just like peeks right over the top of the screen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got myself some lights. So if we do this at nighttime, I should be set up. hmm
It looks a lot better. The lighting is great. And before the show we tried your different mics, and definitely that one is better than the MacBook.
Yeah.
Probably just from proximity. I'm sure the MacBook's microphones are incredible. There's like a ton of them, but it
Mhm.
makes a big difference if it's just sitting right next to you.
Yeah, I think it's just when I was looking it up, basically the microphone from the computer is designed to record the room, although it does have like directional mics and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think especially in this space, just having something that's designed to just record like what's right in front of it
yeah,
reduces the rest of the stuff that can come in.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. Anyways, trying to step that up a little bit in general. We're thinking about how to make the show more interesting and relevant to people. And so it'll be less about bitter, more about the stream out there. And hopefully we'll get it to a point where you're not embarrassed to share it.
Yes,
That's the goal.
I want to I want it to be useful to sharing it. I want to I know there's a certain level of courage that is necessary to get started with anything, but yeah, it would be fun to post daily, I think daily on my Instagram. And we post just clips, I guess.
Mhm.
It's crazy to post something this long. I don't know
Yeah.
what the right place to do that is. Uh, Facebook would be interesting to post to.
Mhm.
It'd be interesting if it's possible to like cross post on my YouTube.
Mhm.
And I think another thing we could do that could step things up would be to record at the same time and do a live stream.
Yeah.
Like every day we do the same time since we're back at home. Like
We've
when
got to
we're at
do that one
home,
of these
at
points.
least.
Yeah.
Say what?
We've got to do that one of these points. I think
Yeah,
for me, I definitely have a couple people that are like actually watching the show and like looking forward to the next episode. So at
that's
least
fun.
we they would be like watching and be like, okay, we're gonna do a live stream like next week on
Yeah,
Wednesday at 2 p.m. PST or whatever it might be. We'll find a good time and we'll try to tee it up and like actually get some people to show up. I think that would be like super cool. And
yeah,
maybe we should even think about a format that involves the people. Like, okay, just bring your questions. We'll be reacting to it, something like that. I think that would be
hmm
like really, really cool.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, live streams are fun. We did them at Upgraded, and I want to say we'd have like tens of viewers
mhm,
simultaneously, like 30 people
mhm,
viewing, either from a mixture of um, from because we'd live stream at the same time on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
yeah.
So we'd have and then the software that you use, if any of them reply to you or comment, it
Mhm,
shows what they're saying, underneath your
yeah.
stream, and you can reply. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we should do that.
Yeah.
Um, so
You want to start with the
sure.
things you're bringing?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me,
All right.
so we'll try our little potluck format here. And
Yep. I like
I
calling
am
it potluck. That's fun.
bringing this guy, um, Jeffrey Emanuel, just mogging Microsoft on Git um, activity. And this guy, Doodlestein on Twitter, basically there's like this study on like adoption of coding agents in GitHub projects. And this one guy basically outdid the entire Microsoft organization on agentive coding adoption. And yeah, he's got like something like over 250,000 commits or something in like the past year. And
Whoa.
yeah, it's really interesting. He's essentially like building very, very much similar to what I'm building, but just further, even further along. And it seems like it's all open source. I don't see any way to pay him. And yeah, it seems like he's just giving it all away, and it's like super interesting. I'd love to like interview him or talk to him. Like everything I see, I'm like, yes, you're speaking my language. This all makes sense, perfect sense to me. And he even calls it agent flywheel, which is like what I played around with for a long time in my like marketing copy. And I was like, I don't know if people understand this, it's too advanced, but it's exactly what the idea is. So even like the way he's presenting it's like very much aligned. Yeah, basically he has this whole federation of tools that all work together. Sound familiar? And agent mail, beads viewer. This is basically beads as like a abstraction of like GitHub issues. I'm just using GitHub issues in terms of like this, but this is like a more beads is about creating a graph of the issues. So it's kind of I actually explored with it already.
So what is his so what's his claim there? He's like, I've submitted more open source code than Microsoft. I didn't understand that.
This is not him. This is some study, some computer science study. And basically in the study, there's this like chart that's produced of like, these are all just kinds of different adoption metrics and patterns. And him alone scores higher than anyone else on GitHub, and even entire organizations like Microsoft. So this is just some compound number, right? Of like, Gits, and you can see the open Claude guy here is at 25. And
so this guy replied to him and said, how many $200 a month, $200 subs are you running?
Yes.
Now
55.
So that means you can pay him $200 a month to what's the $200?
No. This is like if you look at like his Git profile, so like Dicklesworth Stone. So if we look at it like, and we type Dicklesworth Stone,
there he is.
Then here he is, and you can see his like Git activity, right? Is he has 55 subs to Anthropic and OpenAI for himself. He's programmatically driving these agents to just constantly commit. So like, if you look at his work, like all these repos,
55. So
yeah,
how does he make money?
Maybe he's just rich.
How does he spend $10,000 a month on GitHub subs?
Yeah, he might just be rich. He might have a day job. I think he works in like quant trading and stuff. So like,
okay.
But I don't know. It'd be a great question.
Cool.
But so
back on his like web page.
Yeah.
He showed how many stars they have, and like none of them really had a lot of stars. And he doesn't make a lot of money.
He's building it all for himself. Like if you look at these projects, right? These all committed like a few minutes ago. So NumPy just committed, Node just committed, Frank and Redis committed. So all these projects is him just taking open source software and converting it to Rust. Because why not? Because Rust is faster, it's type safe, it's more efficient. The only bottleneck to Rust was like, it was hard. Like there's not that many people who are good at coding Rust. Like it's kind of a new language. Now it's like agents are great at writing Rust, and these are like provable, verifiable projects. Like you just make all the test screen and then keep pushing on performance and stability. And so that's one thing. He has like all these things, they're going around the clock. See all these repos within the past hour, he's updated all these repos. Here's
and why is this not just AI slop?
I mean, it may be to some degree, but like if you look at like, let's look at like Frank and
what's his point? Like, why do this?
I don't know. I would love to talk to him a little bit more, but
I'm curious.
I mean, it makes sense to me because this is all about making your agents like more productive. It's just better software. Like it's I think if you ask him
do you
to
think
build,
he's making better software for Mail than Gmail?
I have no idea. I don't think that's what Mail is. This is a Mail-like coordination layer. So this is so his agents can mail each other.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's just
interesting.
It's very much like what I was saying. This is like what I'm doing. Just he's further along. This is like Bitter on steroids, basically. And really, the question I think that he's asking is like, okay. the world has changed so much. Agents can do work in the background. Okay, how far can we push this?
Yeah.
And just keep eliminating every single bottleneck and keep climbing that abstraction ladder, which means that like the way you track issues is not done. Like, you can keep improving that, optimizing that. He's having beads viewer. He's built software to track beads, which is a protocol for doing issues in like a graph type system. He's basically finding ways to prioritize them, annotate them, so that like the issue that gets picked up is the one that unblocks the most other issues and stuff, right? Like there's a method to the madness, right? Like that you can keep improving on it. So yeah, there's a couple things related to just like issue tracking, for viewing, and I guess writing them. Everything is in Rust. The coding agent session search. This is BitterLog. This is looks like probably a deep vector search across millions of messages, so that again you're gaining context about like learning from, hey, why did this change? Let me look at the agent logs that we're working on this. This is like a bootstrap system that like,
yeah, would be really interesting. We can't go through all of them,
yeah,
but it would
sure.
be interesting to hear what the point of this is, or maybe he talks about it more in if we read through his X feed, like what is he doing? Why spend the money if it's not just for fun? I don't get it.
I mean, it makes perfect sense to me. You want to be able to produce software more productively, and this is.
But okay, so isn't this just a circle jerk? Like he's like, oh, I need this APR thing so that I can use it for my S2P thing, and it's all just using your own software.
Yeah.
But like, what is coming out of that? Like, is there a revenue? Is there money coming out of it somewhere? Is it helping people somewhere? Because otherwise, I'm seeing like people have started 100 times or 300 times, and like, so what? Like they are all like working together to build things, but I don't understand why. I really want to understand why. Otherwise, it just seems like the best word I can think of is just it's a circle jerk.
Yeah, I think that's a valid critique. And yeah, it would be good to understand like what the sort of aim is.
Yeah.
My impression is that maybe he just has the ability to explore this right now, and he's doing it. And
this is awesome. Okay, we'll definitely post this video and at reply him.
Yeah, sounds good.
I want to be on the show if you interview him.
Sounds great.
Good.
Awesome.
Even if I'm just in the background listening to you guys talk, I can bring the like. I'll ask him like, what? Why?
Jeffrey, I totally understand what you're doing. John can be the bad cop. But yeah, that would be really cool. And that's the main thing I had. I can spend like a few seconds showing. I've been messing around with the sort of identity studio for BitterClip. I think, let me play a sound. Let me know if you hear it.
Oh,
no? Okay. No. Yeah, I think in Zoom I can change it so that I can
I heard something.
That was my kids. That was my kids. I think if I go into share settings, there should be like a thing to make sound share. Let me see.
Okay, but these are like you can choose from sounds, visual reveal, and layouts.
Well, they're sonic logos, so it's really not interesting without the sound because the visual is like synchronized to the sound. And yeah, basically you have some sort of effects. But the animation is tuned to the sound, so a different sound makes.
I think I heard something when you pressed it. Do it again.
Oh, it might be going through my mic though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like a sword slash for that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, there is a way to make the sound work come through. I think it's in your share settings. But
yeah, I know.
Now I don't see it. Maybe advanced screen capture mode, video, audio. No, I don't see it right now, unfortunately.
Zoom needs an agent to be able to pop open a human language.
Just paper over that UX where I can never find anything. Oh, share computer sound. On. Okay, I see. I found it. It's
Okay.
under More. It's under the More tab. Okay, so now let's try it. So this is less like
Nice.
and then so you can just like try different brand packs. And yeah, it's kind of fun. Like and then there's a whole like audio like library where you can just like right now just everything I'm generating is like I just store it. So I'm just using ElevenLabs to generate stuff. And yeah, it's pretty fun. And it synchronizes to it. And you can yeah, you can generate more here and yeah, it's a lot of fun to work on.
That's
Um,
cool.
so I'm hoping this can be like good for like the free version. I'll append this to the end of them, and then also for like paying customers, they can like kind of build their brand with these kind of Sonic logos. So yeah, that's it for
Nice.
now.
That's
Let
a
me
good bitter update.
yeah, I'll stop sharing. See what you got.
Uh, okay. I have a bunch of videos because uh, my flight back from London, there was Starlink on the plane on
Nice,
BA.
nice,
And that was so cool. That was the first time I flew with something with Starlink.
nice.
So I watched a ton of videos, YouTube videos,
Hmm.
and yeah, I'll just start with this tweet. The best evidence that somebody really wants the thing you're building when your product's really janky, but they're still excited to keep using it. I'm sharing this because I thought about you and your BitterClip customers.
Oh, I thought about you trying to use Bitter, and like you've just been
Oh
like
yeah,
pounding your head against the wall for the past 2 weeks on camera.
that is true.
Like
That is true.
you were too kind for keeping
It
putting up with
now
that.
works. It now
Yes,
works though.
body's live.
And I'm excited. I need to go get it rolling. Um,
Yeah.
I'm using all my Claude credits.
Hmm. Yeah.
But
And I got to bring the auto
this
runner
is
back
nice over here.
and get you like set up
Yeah.
for this. Yep.
Anyway, so like I like that tweet. Okay. Nope, that's not the one. This video was great. He's Mark Pincus is the founder of Zynga,
Hmm.
and they're talking about consumer software.
Hmm.
And they basically are describing one of the apps that they both kind of geek out on and that they find themselves doing is like walking around and talking to their AI all day, which also made me think of you and I, because you definitely do that with ChatGPT. And I do that with both ChatGPT and Claude. And like everybody who's in this like
Yeah.
world does it to some level, different extent. Like my dad talks to ChatGPT a lot, or no,
Sure.
he talks to Perplexity a lot.
Mhm.
But then there's like people that have second brains that when they talk to it, it's like thinking about all of the granola notes from the
Hmm.
past. It's
Hmm.
looking at all of its journal entries, all of your emails, and it
Yeah.
has so much context.
Yeah.
Uh, that is going to be a really cool product.
Hmm.
Maybe that product is actually just ChatGPT, but and they also talk about like recording everything, recording your entire life and being able to go back and talk with that. Gary brought up that he was talking to his therapist and he's like, hold on, let me ask um, my second brain
Hmm.
if there's anything else I should bring up with
Hmm.
you.
Hmm.
And it told him some things and he
Hmm.
was like, oh, this was so useful.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for
Anyway.
sure. No, like in my little folder for like my landing 100 campaign, where I've been kind of
Mhm.
like, I always like say, okay, pull in like today's episodes, and I just kind of give updates and like, track the progress a little bit.
That's awesome.
It definitely like will notice things, be like, oh, like, hey, you talked about like how your wife is stressed out about this, and it's like bringing it
Yeah.
back to my attention to be like, yeah, like don't like just like sweep that under the rug, and this like like I think especially like Claude naturally like does that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool. How do you have that set up? It's just uh, a
it's just a
single
it's just
thread?
a Git repo where
No, but Oh, I thought you had a continuous thread. But I mean, how do you
Not
do it
always.
inside of Claude or
Not
ChatGPT?
always. Yeah, it's just a repo where like I'll boot up a codex or a Claude in there and be like, hey, like, kind of get up to speed. And
Hmm.
it's pretty like hit or miss. You don't know exactly like what it's crawling and stuff when it
Okay.
boots up in there. But
Yep.
there's a project specific memory on top of that. But yeah, it's not very like
Mm,
sophisticated. It's just a repo where I just make sure stuff kind of gets like journaled and indexed in there
yeah.
because stuff
Got it.
happens in all these other places, in other repos, but also like here in our show or like conversations I'm having, whatever it may be. Yeah, it's sort of just the brain right now where it's very manual. Where I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, index this, like pulling this, and it has tools to pull stuff in on its own, but it's me like giving the direction. There's no like automation on it right now.
Yeah. Uh, let me, I wanted to, don't play. I wanted to, when I was on this trip, I was wishing that I had a basically granola clipped to my lapel. So, like, not that I was wearing a suit, I mean, clipped to my shirt,
Hmm.
like a plod.
Hmm.
I was wishing that I had one of these to just
Hmm.
rem save conversations, even just conversations that I was having, like one on one with a friend.
Hmm.
I was just wishing that they were in granola because I'm so used to that now from all of my work meetings
Hmm.
being recorded in granola. And I'm close to getting one of these, but not that excited about it. Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a
anyway,
big that's a big
and
bridge
I
to cross.
definitely don't want to record my entire life. I just want to turn it on and turn it
Hmm.
off
Hmm.
because I think otherwise it can't even hear everything correctly. It's going to miss names. It's gonna have a bunch of junk in there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, just signal to noise. Yeah.
yep. But this is a really good video.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, next one. This is the founder, Eric Ries, the founder
Hmm.
or the guy who wrote the Lean Startup book. He now has this new book called Incorruptible. And he talks about in his new book, which I don't have and I haven't read, but my understanding is he talks about how you can set out or how many companies, once they go public or the investors, if they fire the CEO, how they lose their mission and they start just either extracting money from customers, not treating people well, etc. And so his book is like, sounds like it's a legal framework to set up your entity so that it's aligned with the mission that you want it to be aligned with forever. And he uses these awesome examples of that I just know really well because I've listened to so many history of retail podcasts or books. He uses this example of Saul Price, who's the founder of basically like the prequel to Costco that was called FedMart. It was also the prequel to Walmart, and that guy
Hmm.
got kicked out because people wanted to make more money. Wanted his company to make more money, and he didn't want to raise prices. And I just love that. I love the Amazon quote or the Jeff Bezos quote. I think it's from him, where it's like you can be there's two types of companies, one that raises prices and one that lowers prices, and we'll always be the one that lowers prices. I really appreciate that especially when consumers are your customers. Next is, I think you should watch this. I sent it to you via iMessage, but the CEO of Conductor is walking us through Conductor. Really like Conductor. I've been using it on my computer when I'm not in Bitter,
Okay.
and it seems like this is the kind of like if he's going to help people take their coding journeys online, like into the cloud, so you don't have to have your computer running at all times. You could just have something in the cloud running at all times.
Hmm.
It reminded me of Bitter. and that's why I sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But just in general, I really like this interview, like this guy.
Mm-hmm. This is like an agent runner.
It's a terminal. It's a terminal with tabs,
Okay.
or with and so much more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah, yeah. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Mac app.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's super cool. Or watch the video at least.
Yeah, it looks very much like Bigger. Run parallel agents in isolated workspaces. Yeah. I
Yep.
literally call them workspaces too.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, yeah, and I don't know how many people use this, but probably millions, or I don't know. Maybe there's only 200,000 software developers, right? But there's, yes, great distribution on Conductor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is the final thing. This is like we were talking. Oh, here's just a fun thing on X. The views underline has an extra line.
Mm.
I love finding stuff like that. / I hate seeing stuff like that. But anyway, this guy talks about the future of user interfaces, and basically, if there's like level 1, 2, and 3, I was looking for a better. I think he has a better visual of this, but yeah, that's the one. Where is that? Basically on the far right is like full on terminal. And and his argument is like, that's not the future. Only terminal is not the future. People really like graphical user interfaces. Like there's a reason why we have them. And that's maybe over here where it's like full GUI. But when you're using tools like that are super complicated, like for example, let's see, get an example of like some type of sound editing software. And you're like, I don't know how to, oh, here we go. I don't know how to use this sound editing software. I'm new to this, and I just need to be able to chat. So there's like a middle ground. This is exactly what we're talking about at the beginning of the show. There's like there's an interface for sure for the really simple stuff. And then for the really complicated stuff, you should just always be able to ask an agent, how do I do this? Just do this for me. And the agent that's built into the tool will, I'm not finding any screens here successfully, but the agent that's built into the tool will be able to guide you.
Yeah. Yeah, and then those kinds of high touch interactions are a lot of work to build, because it means that your UI needs to have the hooks to update based on the agent's tooling surface. So that's why you don't see that too much. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, can't find it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You're like sticking the interface. BitterClip is an interesting mix there, because you're sticking the interface inside of an agent or of an agent dashboard.
Well, a chat thread, yeah.
It's an interesting mix.
And the one problem with that approach is that it doesn't allow for iterative interaction in that MCP app. It's just a limitation on the MCP apps right now, which really sucks. So long term, I might do something that's a little different, which is that you dock your thread to the side and you have your bitterclip.com open on the other 2/3 of the screen. And you basically establish a session binding with your window. So like you would say, like you would tell in the app, it'll be like, hey, just like paste this to your agent. Make sure like the BitterClip app's installed, and then that little command would be like, would have the ID, be like, hey, okay, bind to this session. It would then kind of receive the config, like what you're looking at in terms of like programmatically representing like what you're seeing. Like you're in this clip, you're scrolled to this moment, you're doing whatever. You have this actively selected, and then it could say, you could ask it, hey, can you trim this, or can you add this, whatever, overlay, whatever it may be, and
But
it
why
would.
not? Why not like this? As opposed to having like
Mhm.
as
Yeah,
opposed to having it in a separate window. Can you do
yeah.
this? Like this is
But
fully functional. I can access MCP
mhm, mhm.
inside here.
So, what are we looking at here? This is like a
Oh, this is
Claude
Excel.
Chrome extension.
This is Excel online with
Mhm.
the Claude Chrome extension. Yep.
So that's your Chrome extension. This isn't Excel offering it, right?
Yeah, Excel. I mean, I just had to go select it and add it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. So
So
Excel has
Claude.
a hook system for Chrome extensions specifically. That's what I'm wondering. Is this like, does Excel even know
Oh,
this
sorry.
exists?
It's not a Chrome extension. It's built into Excel itself,
Okay. Yeah. And
or it's an
that,
add-in.
mhm.
It's an
And
add-in. So,
it's connecting with your subscription.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a thing where, again, just like the agent driver, I like wasn't sure this was going to be a thing. It seemed for a while like that that wasn't going to be a thing. Now it seems like it's more accepted to basically ask for your subscription token and use it.
hmm
I'm guessing when you set this up, you had to go and like authorize
Yes.
Claude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's also a good way to do it. Maybe I should do it like that, as it
It's
seems like the
it
coast is clear.
seems
If Excel's doing it, then it should be fine. Um,
yep.
yeah, yeah, I can do that. I think that's a good idea. That is much nicer
It
than
works crazy well.
yeah, yeah. No, I think that's
And
great.
it's full real, you know, real Claude. Like if I wanted to talk to it about BitterClip
Mhm,
because I'm connected to BitterClip via the MCP, I
mhm,
could do that.
mhm,
Yeah.
mm. Um, that's interesting. I have to look at how they're doing that.
hmm
Because yeah,
Mm.
that's interesting. So it's you're able to pull in your skills here that you have configured in your Claude like desktop app.
Yeah. So here's create and manage skill. Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay,
And
that's
even
interesting.
like, yeah,
I
like
wonder
I'm
I wonder
like,
if this is using the Claude like SDK, because yeah, that's pretty fancy if you can get
yep.
your other like plugin skills and all that stuff like injected into here. Um, So yeah, that's definitely that's a good hat tip. I'll look into this a little bit. Um, I wonder if this is like more like custom because Claude like is partnering with Microsoft on a bunch of stuff. Um, and or if this is like
But not really.
fully off the
Claude,
shelf.
I think Claude built this and just got it into the store because Claude is not partnering with Microsoft. Like that's ChatGPT.
No, they do also. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do also. Um, they made a big like fuss about it at their Claude conference last year.
Mm, yeah.
Um, But yeah, that's super interesting. I'll look into that because that would be
Yes.
the nicest. If I can in
Yeah.
BitterClip just be like, hey, like authorize your subscription. You can use your Claude in
hmm
BitterClip directly. That's much nicer. Um, because yeah. And I guess another question is when you talk there, does your thread show up in your Claude desktop app?
Ooh, good question. Let's look.
Mhm.
Or I'll tell you. Let me see.
Yeah. And also the third question would be, does it have context outside of that little environment, or is it isolated?
I did not see it showing up in my Claude
Mhm.
chats.
Yeah, so that's maybe the downside is there's some isolation there that
Yep.
may be like firewalled just from their perspective in these integrations that people aren't like extracting
Yeah.
context.
What was your
Um,
other question?
if it has context, like if you ask it about like Mike, does it know anything? Like, well, it probably knows that because that's like bound to your subscription. But if you I don't know, ask it something that wouldn't be
I
um,
don't have access to your name.
yeah, it doesn't even have that. Okay, yeah. So this is interesting. I'm very surprised it has like your skills and stuff and MCP server. Like, you sure it has like the BitterClip server and stuff? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Can you use BitterClip to pull up some information that might be relevant to this doc.
Yeah, perfect.
Use.
Should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It is able to see the server. That's interesting.
Yep.
Okay, so you can get your MCPs, but not your personal context, apparently. Which, yeah, that seems reasonable. They give you as much access as possible while still firewalling the context.
I have my own. I have a chat history here, though.
A localized one. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah. Okay. Um, Interesting. Yeah. Um, and it could be a flag like allow access to context or something like that. Um, but yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess that would be the one snag is the access to the context bank, which was like,
hmm
at least in my initial thing was like, okay, that's kind of the interesting thing is getting into that. Yeah, I don't think so.
Nope.
But this
Hmm.
is actually a really good advertisement for second brain systems because that means your context is portable. So if you're using
Yeah.
like a second brain system where you say, okay, this is protocol, every time I talk to you, index it, or also like do contextual search based if you have any relevant data on it, and you have an MCP connector for something like that, then as long as you authorize the MCP here, that Excel thread you say, well, I do see this second brain thing. Maybe
Yeah.
I should look in there, and
That's true.
that context is more portable.
That's
So
true.
it's something, just having like more sovereignty over it is definitely
Right.
valuable. It's just one scenario.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's a cool
Um,
one.
yeah. I know. It's like, it seems like a good thing to go after, except it just seems like everyone's trying to do the same thing. It's
You would
like,
assume everybody's working on Second Brain, but I don't know. What Second
I
Brain
mean,
software do we know about?
w-
I mean,
your friend, Sunpeak guy just launched a second brain thing, right? Um, um, Gary Tan's
did he?
doing a second brain for Christ's sake.
Yeah, Gary Tan's the only one I can think of. I mean,
Really? No, like, there's a lot. There's a lot.
there's a lot. There's got to be a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The brain behind your contacts.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I don't know who else is. I guess you can think about best second brain app in 2026, last updated in May. Okay. I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on. Obsidian, yeah, could be a second brain. Can you have an Obsidian MCP?
Of course, I'm sure it does. Yeah,
Yeah. Notion. These are like,
it's a pretty ugly. We'll try it.
yeah. What is this? Mem. Oh, Fabric. Okay. So this is one. The workspace that thinks with you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually this is like the
hmm
multiplayer AI discussion that I wanted.
hmm
Wow. Okay. This is cool. I'm gonna try this out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be a very crowded market, but
hmm
if it's not already, but maybe that's good. I don't know. But it also kind of seems like, yeah, distribution is going to matter a lot for this. Um,
hmm Well, if people will pay, then you can pay for distribution.
True.
But yes, distribution for sure. Your AI thinking partner. Never forget anything. Oh, you know what else is cool? Siri on Mac. I installed macOS 27.
Mhm.
It's actually pretty interesting. What is this? Okay, this looks neat. Or not. Let me share my screen. May have some embarrassing questions here. Nope. Okay. So, Macs, do you see my screen or just my
No, we're
window?
looking at Fabric, I saw. Yeah.
So, Macs are going
Every
to
now and then.
have.
Oh, thread with Siri.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a little private Siri, and I can say, "Hey, look at my notes and tell me if there's anything I need to do today." And it can access my Notes app,
Hmm.
which is just essentially a whole bunch of Markdown files.
Hmm.
Reply Ben from May 6th. Okay, I mean, I don't really have any to-dos in there, but interesting that it can look through my notes.
Hmm. Wonder if this is local
What
inference.
is Matey's mom's name?
You don't want to show this. This now people
Oh,
are going to be
okay.
able to guess your passwords.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. I don't use her name in my password. But okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Nice.
What's my Hey, what's happening here? I don't want to share feedback. What's my dog's name? Searching for puppy. Dang.
Siri's
This
stepping
is
it up.
cool.
All right.
What do you know about Michael? What's this Michael guy's last name?
Rusher. R-U-E. R-U-E-S-C-H-E-R. Let's see. Is it doing web search? What's it doing here? Oh, it's even got my number. Great.
Oh, okay.
I get plenty of spam calls. So.
On a daily video recording or podcast, you're both trying to figure out what to work on next. You have also recently exchanged messages with him about various topics, including lighting equipment and domain names.
All right. I see. Yeah,
The,
seeing our iMessage. Yeah.
yeah, his contacts and notes. I probably have some note with you written there.
Yeah. That's cool.
If this is the worst it's ever going to be, this
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yeah. 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 So exactly. Like when I mean distribution, I don't just mean like paying for online presence. I mean like distribution in terms of owning the OS and things.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah.
Oh, I uploaded a picture. It didn't render for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Checking out
this
the
is really
multimodal.
good. What's my mom's name? I mean, I'm doing the stupidest things, but like, this is good. Oh yeah, okay. It's looking at my contacts. Makes sense. I was thinking it was going to look in notes.
Ask it something really
Hey Siri, can you hear me? What is my mom's name? Oh, it just does it like that. Okay. This is cool. This is the Siri we are looking for.
mhm.
Set a timer for 5 minutes. And it can also do this, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Wait, I can't click stop. Yeah, there we go.
That's interesting. Yeah, definitely we'll check it out. It's gonna be interesting to see if they are gonna add like MCP server support, like if this is gonna be like proper competition.
Apple? MCP servers? No way.
You don't think so?
No way.
Hmm.
That is way too complicated.
No, it's not that. I think I was gonna think it's more about the sort of walled garden philosophy that they have. That like, yeah, there's some more like Apple way to that they would want to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
When I installed the new OS, I couldn't use new Siri for like 3 days because it was indexing my hard disk. It said indexing
hmm,
just forever. And my phone is still indexing, and it's been like a week.
Jeez. Okay.
So it's I want to find out what what
hmm
it's indexing. Where is it putting what kind of database is it storing it in? Is this just like it has like a local Postgres?
No, yeah, it wouldn't take that long if it was. Yeah, it's probably doing a bunch of embeddings and stuff,
Yeah.
so that it can do like more semantic search on things. That's
And
interesting.
it
Yeah.
also says like your phone, it says something like your phone, if you leave your phone alone, basically it will index faster, which makes sense for like obviously, but it's because it uses local compute on your device. It doesn't
Mhm.
to build the index, it
Mhm.
doesn't send anything off device.
Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely making embeddings then. So that's, I mean, yeah, it must be because
Yeah.
nothing else would be so compute intensive that takes so long. And that makes perfect sense that they would do it locally because yeah, otherwise that's saying that's the value add. It's like, yeah, you don't need to worry. You have all this personal stuff. I'm just gonna make it easier for me and you to like get at it. It's not leaving your device. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Um,
Yeah.
that really fits their like philosophy, I guess, of like, okay,
Agreed.
no, we
Their
don't want to.
ethos.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, if you have time, install Golden Gate 27.
yeah, yeah. I'll probably put it on one of my computers and play around with it. I have not yet. Usually, I like to wait, especially for like development dependencies. It's kind of nice to just wait like 6 months and let all the kinks get worked out before you upgrade.
Oh, I have a fun story about that. So to go to London, you have to get the equivalent of like an ESTA. You have to get like an online visa.
hmm
This is like London or the UK doing it back to us
hmm
because we force people to do that. Um, and I was trying to use my phone to do it. And I kept uploading a photo, and it was like, this photo of your passport, it does not work. And I finally realized it's because I'm doing it from iOS 27.
hmm
And so I'm just assuming because I used somebody else's phone and it worked immediately.
hmm
So I think that the some type of imprint from the image
hmm
it didn't recognize, and
Oh,
so it
I thought
was
a lot
like,
of times the Mac photos will be like HEIC format by default, so it might have been
mhm.
that.
No, it said it accepted those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I see. So some kind of watermarking thing or something, just like
Yeah.
incompatible.
Yep.
That's
That
fun.
was fun. And so I almost missed my flight because it took me so long.
I see. Yes.
Mhm.
So I'll wait a little bit to upgrade. But yeah, okay. So we did our show a little bit longer than we thought it would,
Yes.
but that's
Yep.
okay. And let's see if there's any good clips that come out of it. I will try it out. Maybe you can too. You might need to reinstall your connector because I've like redone it a bunch, but it should work. Basically, I've been trying to reduce the tool surface area down to the minimal set so that when I submit it to the app stores, it's like less
Mm.
surface area to sort of
Yeah.
review and deal with. hmm
Nice.